All right, guys, welcome in. I am your commissioner, Zach of Sweeney Peak. I am also manager of the Milwaukee Mud Sharks. Just going to go ahead and kind of go over some of the base rules and a couple of notes, tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to be pulling the draft order right here. I got all your names written right yonder, so we'll get that taken care of. But to start, I've been commissioning since 2017. That's when I started playing. That's turned into another dynasty league that I'm in, and also in that dynasty league is Brady and Reed, who are also in this league. We've been playing fantasy since 2017 together, quite a while, know them personally. Then also in the league is Armando, Phil, Will, and Lucas. They joined our podcast league last year. Awesome dudes to have around. I didn't know they knew ball across the pond over there in Europe where they're from, but apparently they do. I don't know. Because Armando actually beat me in the championship last year. But yeah, no, they're actually great to have in the league. I'm super glad we got them locked into a dynasty league and going to be playing with them for the foreseeable future. So we'll start with rule 1 here. Be active. Tanking is cool, but you got to be active and you got to tank right. Tanking, they have to have a snap percentage. You can't be starting dudes that don't have a snap percentage or that aren't even signed to a fucking team. But as long as they have a snap percentage, they're good to be in your lineup, and you can tank that way. Now, for inactivity, and you're not even setting a bullshit lineup, the way that's going to be dealt with is like, everybody, is probably in more than one league. You might miss a player here or there one week, We're not going to freak out on you on that. I'm not even going to say anything to you. Just one player on that. All right, whatever. Turn a blind eye. No big deal. Second time it happens, especially if they're kind of close together, we're gonna be like, hey, bro, make sure you're setting your lineup. We can't have that, And then, if it's spread out enough, we might give you, like a third chance. Be like, hey, bro, you really got to make sure this lineup's getting set. We can't be, playing ghosts out here. If it happens again after that, or if it's like 3 times consecutively, you're gone. You're gone. We're not, and it's just gonna be like that, and it's gone. We're not, like I said, we're not here to play ghosts. We're here to play ball. So yeah, be active. That's as big as rule number 2. But rule number 2 might be just a hair bigger. Keep it about ball. And that's not a plug for the podcast. That is the motto for every league that I am commissioner of. We're not here to talk shit in a sense, on like personal shit. We're here to talk shit in the chat, don't get me wrong. And we're going to talk some shit. And I hope we do. That's part of the fun of fantasy football. We're not here for the personal shit. Once you start losing a debate and this and that, you run out of argument. You run out of statistics. You can't hit bro with the, well, my wife's not a fat cow, or my kid didn't flunk out of school, or at least I have a dad, Zach, type shit. Which low key that would actually be kind of funny. But we're not gonna play it though. We're not gonna do it. We're here to play ball. Now, am I going to call, the homies, Reed and Brady, am I going to call them gay and retarded? Yeah, probably. Yeah, and am I going to be like, bro, why would you drop that player? That's stupid. Yeah, we're probably going to do that. But we're not, don't be facetious with it. Don't even tote the line. Make it clear, we're here to talk some shit, have some fun. We're not here to be mean, though. You know what I'm saying? So, keep it about ball. And rule 3, it's just a personal bugaboo, pet peeve of mine. You got to have the team name, which means you got to go into the settings and change it from team, insert username here. I'll use Brady as the example. His right now is team Brady Feldkamp 93. That's not okay. Come week 1, and you have until week 1 to fix it. That's not okay, though. You need to have, it can even just say Brady Feldkamp, but it needs to be cleaned up to say just that. And it needs to have an avatar, picture, logo, x-ray, you eating a piece of chicken. I don't give a fuck. But it needs to not be the sleeper logo. I feel like of these 3 rules, I'm not asking a lot. Because the first rule is just to play the game that you signed up for and to not be a dickhead about it. And then to have a team name and a picture. That's not that hard to do. That's all I'm really asking out of you. So, yeah, that needs to be done by the time the season actually starts. We're going to draft slow. You're going to have 24 hours per pick. Like I said, we've got dudes all the way in Europe. We're in Kansas. I don't know where the 4 new dudes are from, but we're all across the place. So you're going to have 24 hours to make your pick. Draft isn't going to pause. This kind of ties back into rule number 1. be active. If you go 24 hours and you don't make your pick, commissioner's going to make the pick for you. And I'm going to have fun with it, is all I'll say about it. So emphasize, rule number 1 starts with the draft. Be active. Because if you have 24 hours to make your pick and you don't make the pick, I will make it for you. As far as trading futures, we need to hold off on that for now until I figure out if you can pay future dues on the LeagueSafe website. I'm not sure if you can do that. If you can, what we'll do is to trade first-round picks, you have to pay the full due for that season. So if I want to trade a 2026 first in this draft, I have to go ahead and pay the $20 this year for next year. If I want to trade a second, it'll be 15. If you want to trade a 10, it'll be, or if you want to trade a third, it'll be 10. So yeah, that's not for anything nefarious. That is simply for someone might come in, draft a win now team that's kind of old, trade away all their picks for the next 5 years, win the league, dip, and then now that team is old, no picks, and just fucked. So that's for league protection only, which is also why we're doing it on LeagueSafe, so that it's verified. You know, nothing's funky, nothing funky's happening with it. It's there and it's safe. So I guess we will finish this up with the rules and kind of notes and stuff. Make sure you check the scoring. We're starting 2 tight ends in this league. And the scoring is a little different. I think there's some adjustments for catches. I don't remember the exact scoring because it's been a few weeks since I looked at it and set it all up. But make sure you're aware of how we're playing the game here, because it'd be a real damn shame if you finished your draft and we're like, wait, we're doing 2 tight ends? What the fuck? Well, tough shit, bud, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I guess your team's going to suck, or maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the draft order going here. We'll get all of these names right in Yander. Get them all in there. Do a nice little shake up above my head. Stir them all up. I'll turn it to you guys so you guys can see. Well, actually, no, because I can see. Never mind. There we go. This isn't one, is it? No. Okay. All right. So pulling these all from above my head with the first pick in the inaugural Sydney Sweeney's Peak draft. That's a mouthful. We have Reed asked for it and he got it. Collins Cowherd. Speak it into existence. Manifest that shit, brother. Okay. Number 2. Hakuna Mayada. Number 3. Tipsy Trev. Number 4, myself, Milwaukee Mudsharks. Number 5, the Naughty Nuts. I'm not sure what that means. Number 6, Gistef. I'm wondering if he's also European. Number 7, Thriller Miller. Number 8, Phil Will. Brady at number 9.